You sit there so serenely as you tell me such things. You're a little scary. You know that?
I scare you?
What are you doing here?
I'm resting. There has been so much to do lately that even I, too, must rest before proceeding. Like peasants at harvest time, that is hard labor too.
What kind of work do you do?
I assist people, sometimes with their pain, their suffering, their hatred. It varies from one soul to the next.
You sit there so serenely as you tell me such things. You're a little scary. You know that?
I scare you? You need not fear me. I don't hurt anyone. I only help. It is that which comes before me you should fear, not me. If I may, I have a question for you too.
You may.
We have seen each other many times. Why have you left it until now to stop by?
I don't remember seeing you before.
Really? I have always been with you whenever you... Well, never mind. Just consider how many times you have had me by your side. I am leaving now. Good luck, Henry of Skalitz.
You know my name. And you know where I'm from.
I was there. It kept me very busy.
I could go for something to eat now. What happened to you?
I fell out of that bloody tree.
Why did you climb up there?
I thought I saw something shiny up there, like gold or something. But instead of finding treasure, I almost lost my life.
I'm no physician, but this needs bandaging.
But I won't get far in this state. Do you have anything to dress it? A rag or something?
Hold on, let me see. Here. You're lucky I carry around a pocket full of junk. Here, let me dress it for you.
Thank you. You're the first good thing to happen to me in a long while. You know, I was born under an unlucky star.
Stop feeling so sorry for yourself. Everyone has bad luck sometimes.
But I'm cursed with it. Even as a boy, I was always losing things. Constantly getting beaten up. And once I spent the whole summer laid up with some weird sickness. My parents spent everything they had on a healer who said he had the perfect cure.
See? That sounds like a bit of luck, doesn't it?
Well, it seemed that way. But when he went to get the cure, he was struck dead by lightning on the way. We couldn't afford another healer, so I was sick for 6 months.
But you survived. I call that pretty lucky.
You think? Then hear me out. I always wanted to buy myself a horse. I saved every groschen I earned. But it was never going to be enough. So I confided in my neighbor. And he said, if I gave him all my coin, he'd win me twice as much down the tavern. He told me he could cheat the local drunks because he had weighted dice.
And you gave him the money?
That I did. And I never saw it, or him, again.
That's not bad luck. It's folly. People are bastards. You shouldn't be so trusting.
I'm not even finished yet. Since I couldn't buy a horse, I gave a groschen to a horse trader to let me ride one at least. But as we trotted through the woods, the nag's leg snaps. She was dead before I could fetch help. It took me 3 years to pay off that carcass. I first lost money to a swindler, and then I had to buy a dead horse.
Still, it could have been worse. Everybody has setbacks.
You still don't get it, do you? All right, this will convince you. I like this girl down the way. But when I finally mustered the courage to talk to her, I found out she'd been poisoned by mushrooms the day before.
Yes, but...
Hang on. Not finished there. Found a dog. A nice little puppy. He'd follow me around. So I took him in and raised him. The moment he grew a full set of teeth, he bit me and ran off.
Right. Now this sounds like too much of a coincidence.
As he scampered off, the dog scattered a farmer's flock of sheep. As I helped him to round them up, I stumbled upon a pack of wolves. So I had one leg bit by a mongrel, in the other, by a wolf. Only that wolf bite gets some dirt in it, and my whole leg goes black. I couldn't walk for a month.
All right, I see now.
My wife took care of me all that month. And just as I was getting better, she cooked some food in the pot and told me she had to go into town. She never came back.
Do you think she, left you? Maybe she was tired of caring for you.
Well, she took everything from the cottage that wasn't nailed down. So that's quite possible. And since then, it's all been downhill for me. As soon as I went out for the first time, after my leg was healed, the bailiff grabbed me. He said 3 sheep from that flock had never been found, so I had to pay for them. But what with my darling wife pocketing all my coin, I ended up in the pillory.
If that's all true, I have to admit, you're cursed with bad luck.
Yeah, but today I was lucky you were passing by. Thanks, friend. My leg's all the better for it.
Glad I could help. Shit. That's the fella I kept bailing out of trouble. Poor wretch. Bad luck has caught up with him.
Ah! I did it! I humbly bow. Hail, Dark Lord. Expecting you. My lord?
You've been waiting for me here.
Why, yes. Yes, I have. But no need to waste words, my lord.
Who the hell are you?
My name is of no importance. I am your faithful servant.
You know who I am?
You're testing me, Dark Lord. I know I'm not worthy of uttering your name.
Speak. Your master commands it.
You're the Lord of Hell. The Devil. The Dark Tempter.
What are you doing here?
Why, I'm waiting for you. I did everything I was told, chanted the words, and you showed up.
What do you want from me?
Me? Want something from you, Dark Lord? No, I wouldn't dare. I can only humbly beseech, pitifully implore.
Out with it, then.
For a small kindness, a favour.
What favour?
I'd like the dice to roll like they've never rolled for anyone before, and win every game.
Why do you want to get lucky at dice, of all things?
My wife is sick, and I have no way to pay for a healer. If I win enough money, I can find someone to cure her.
Don't lie to me.
Lucas beat me and won my life savings, plucked me clean. I even lost the barn. He must be cheating somehow, I'm sure of it, because there's no way I could be that unlucky. So I want to turn the tables on him. I'm going to take everything he's got. Give him grief, the fucker.
Thy will be done.
Really? Thank you, Dark Lord. I'll be indebted to you to my dying day. And when I die, my soul will be yours, won't it? That is the price?
As you say. Quid pro quo.
If I make enough to cure my Jane, it's a fair deal. This is beyond my wildest. My Jane will finally be well again. And maybe I'll even make enough for that little cow she was praying for.
Good man, hold on.
Everything all right?
Do you have
What's going on?
any coin to spare?
Tell me, how come you're begging? What happened to you?
Allow me to disabuse. I simply find myself in a bind compelling me to rely on the kindness of good people.
So, you're begging?
But I'm not a beggar.
Why are you asking for charity? Fancy an ale, eh? The amount you're looking for, it sounds like you plan on downing a whole keg.
That wouldn't go amiss, but really, I need the coin so I can travel to Vlashim.
That's quite a way.
I've always found it to be a day or two's ride.
But I don't see any horse.
I don't have one. That is true. I'll join a caravan, ride along, pay for my way, my provisions and such.
Begging, but not a beggar, and he needs money to get to Vlashim. Oh, I've come across a fair few beggars before, but none have ever said that to me.
Must be a coincidence?
Look, you can tell me what's going on here.
I can't. You're prying way too much as it is.
I'm not going to do you any harm. What would I get out of that? If you're some sort of thief, so be it. Do I look like a catchpole hunting down criminals? That's the last thing I need. If you tell me what's going on, maybe I can be of help.
My name is Odolin von Wottitz. My father is Albert von Wottitz.
So you're a nobleman?
That I am.
What really happened?
I escaped from prison.
Why were you in prison?
I was a hostage. My father fell out with a couple of noblemen from the League of Lords. This rankled them, so they ambushed me one day as I was running errands for my father. Then everything happened so fast. They detained me and sent my father a message. If your son's life matters to you, you won't make any trouble. He had no choice but to do what they said. These are tough times, eh?
How did you escape?
Well, I gradually figured out who was guarding me and when. One of the guards used to come into my chamber and talk to me from time to time.
You had a chamber? No dungeon?
No. You don't keep a nobleman detained like a murderer, waiting for the news. I had a room where I was guarded.
All right. Carry on.
Well, I steadily worked on that guard. Once he was convinced I wasn't going to escape, he stopped being so attentive and I managed to pinch his key. Then I just snuck out that night, and that was it.
Sounds like you got pretty lucky.
Lucky or not, I had no wish to spend another moment in that chamber.
How long were you held?
A year? Perhaps a year and a half? Yes, that seems about right.
What are you going to do now?
My priority is to get back home to my family and discuss it with them. And I need to move fast before anything goes wrong.
I can spare you a few coins. It's a lot more than I normally give, I have to say.
Thank you so much. May the Lord repay your kindness.
Farewell. I hope you make it home safely.
Thanks.
There. You hungry beast?
Is that you? I thought I recognized you.
You look familiar, too.
It's me, Odolin von Wotitz. You gave me a few groschen to help me on my way.
Ah, now I remember. You were being held hostage by the League of Lords.
That's correct.
How did you make it home?
I checked out a couple of wayside inns and got lucky. With the little money I had, I finally found a caravan. The carter didn't mind hosting a lowlife on his wagon, as long as he was getting paid for his trouble. He dropped me off a short distance from Wotitz, and I walked the rest of the way.
What brings you back to Kuttenberg? And with a retinue at that?
My father and I won't let them get away with what they did to me. Let's say we're on our way to scope out the land of some acquaintances of ours.
Well, you're going to settle a score.
And who knows? We might just run into someone important and take him on a visit to our place. We've already fixed up a nice room with a solid lock. Would you like to see it?
No, I'd rather not.
I was just teasing. It's all set up for someone else.
I have to get going. I'm glad you're all right.
Wait a moment. You helped me, and I won't forget that. Here, take your money back, so we're even. And I have something else for you here. I think it might come in handy. A fine weapon. Dependable. It's felled a few deer in its time, and it would put a decent hole in a man too. If you ever needed to defend yourself.
My word. Thanks.
I bid you safe travels.
Same to you.
Braver Köter. Pfui, wasch dich. Du siehst schrecklich aus.
We know each other, don't we? We met at Trosky.
Oh ja, du hast recht. You are Henry, Lord Capon's man. Seltsamer Zufall. The last time I saw you, we were ambushed in that fucking ravine.
You survived the attack. A lot of people didn't make it out of there.
Genau. Wirklich terrible it was, but I survived. With a bruise or two and a concussion. Unfortunately, the other fellows I was with were not so lucky. Now our village has only sorrowful mothers, widows und Waisen.
Did anyone else we know survive?
A few made it out of the mill and escaped into the woods. Hermann Palacek and Black Bartosz were captured, but I heard they were later released. Florian of Lomnitz, however, was hanged. Maybe he would not keep his mouth shut or something. They could have fetched a tidy ransom for him. It is a pity, really. He was an awful poet, but a delight to be around. Gott sei seiner Seele gnädig. Und was ist mit dir, Mann? I heard they hounded you through the woods like vermin. Von Bergo has got it in for you, they say. Is that true?
If you really want to know, Bailiff, von Burgov's a lying bastard who betrayed us. And not only us. The traitor has King Wenceslas imprisoned in Vienna.
And why are you telling me this?
Because we are on different sides in this war, and we could just as well beat each other to a pulp, Bailiff. But there's no sense in you taking needless risks for a lord who left your village full of widows and orphans.
I lost many good men there. And perhaps the blame lies with him. Schön. I will pretend I heard nothing, and we can go our separate ways. Mögen sich unsere Wege hiermit trennen.
What are you looking for?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Ah, don't be like that. Perhaps I can help you. What's up?
I'll tell you, but pray keep it to yourself, will you?
Of course.
I'm looking for treasure. I have a map to it, but I'm not sure I'm going the right way.
Well, let me see it. Perhaps I can help you.
So you can commit it to memory and double-cross me? Over my dead body?
Do I look like a thief to you? You'd be hard-pressed to find a more honest person than me. I'm just trying to help.
Well, all right. But want it back straight away, you understand?
Yes. Don't worry.
Here you go. Give it to me. Don't fuck with me. Give it here.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but, you've been deceived.
What?
This is no map. I've seen a fair few in my time, and this is just a bunch of scribbles.
What? But how can you tell?
Well, I thought it was odd just from the parchment it was scrawled on. It's very delicate, and the lines... It looks like no map I've ever seen. Sorry.
Fuck. You might as well keep it then.
Hey, fellow. We're an honest lot.
God be with you. Are you a blacksmith?
And you? Gentleman's manservant, I reckon.
You deserve a clobbering for how poor a judge of people you are.
Be my guest. I'm Jira. Hard as nails and happy to flatten you any time of the day. Careful, though. I don't like blades.
Glad to hear that. From one blacksmith to another.
Oh, sorry, brother. I didn't take you for someone who could swing a hammer.
I love smithying, but I have a lord I must serve. What are you doing here? Where's your anvil?
Our forge has gone undone for. And these folk around me lost all they had, too.
So war, eh? It's a shitty thing.
Aye, well, that's just the way it is. By God's grace, I still have 2 hands, and I can always find work. I could do with a bit of coin right now. Fancy having a wrestle? For money?
All right, let's wrestle. Because I'm quite sure I'm the better fighter.
Great! I wouldn't be so cocky if I was you, though. I know a few tricks. I'll be done with you in no time. And because I'm so confident, I say we spice it up with a few groschen. What do you say?
Definitely. Here you go.
Let's do this.
Too slow.
You still haven't had...
Death!
Sakura, you were good. Not even old Larch's moves were any use. Well, anyway, Henry, here's your coin.
You put up a decent fight, Jira. I'll remember that levering trick.
And at the dawn of the 7th day, a rider on a white steed appeared and rescued me.
What did you say? What steed?
Oh, nothing. I was just thanking you. If it weren't for you, I'd have given up the ghost.
Ah, don't mention it. I was glad to help.
So valiant and yet so modest. You are definitely worthy.
Worthy of what?
The rare opportunity I'm about to offer you. I purvey wares from the most mysterious ends of the earth. The water of life, a magical cudgel, a stone that turns anything into gold, and all sorts of other wonders. All this could be yours, and for you, my hero, at a bargain price.
Good day, sir.
Where are you headed?
I'm taking a respite right now, but otherwise I'm looking for work. I'd like to enter into the service of a lord, but no luck yet. It's a sign of the times. Nobody wants outsiders in their retinue, and I don't want to join the army.
Have you ever served before?
I have. The lords of Rabos, when they still owned the place.
There when Rabors was raided by Markvar von Aulitz's men.
Oh yeah, but I'd rather not have been. We were celebrating, everyone was drunk, and no one anticipated what was coming. Old Lord Oddities was captured, and they say that young Christopher survived by sheer luck. But I didn't find out any of this until the next day.
Hang on, I don't understand. How did you save yourself?
Well, they found me on the bank of the castle moat in the morning. During the attack, I fell into the water and almost drowned. I can't swim.
That was one hell of a blessing in disguise, my friend.
Yeah, but now I'm stuck. I can't find any decent place to serve. I can only pray I'll find something. Only not so bloody this time. Goodbye, and take care. Farewell, good sir.
Sarni fugo kashirodra.
Hold on! What the? I've been attacked! Help! Fuck you! Do it! Fuck yourself!
I was starting to think I'd end up hanging from a tree when suddenly you showed up. Thank you.
Nah, don't mention it. I'm just glad you're all right.
All thanks to you. Here, take this. A keepsake. And thank you again.
Sick!
Mother of God, that was terrifying. If it wasn't for you, they'd have torn me to pieces. Thank you, lad.
It was nothing, really. The main thing is you're safe and sound.
Nothing, you say? No. I have to repay you for your bravery. Here, for you, so that you don't forget me. And thank you again.
What are you doing here?
Searching for treasure.
I was being serious.
What do you mean? I've got this here treasure map, and I'm looking for gold.
Well, don't be shy. Let me see it.
And why would I do that? So you can pinch it?
I just wanted to help you.
I'm not sharing my treasure with anyone.
If you won't show me your map, how about selling it to me instead? What if you're looking in the wrong place entirely? Right now, all you really have is a worthless drawing. I'm offering you hard coin into your hand right away.
Oh, I could head back home, that's true enough. I haven't even seen my boy yet. It's a deal. If you've got a decent chunk of coin.
Here's your coin. I'd better find a golden calf for that price.
I'm sure you will. A whole herd.
How now, good man? You might be...
My God. You look like you've had a difficult journey.
You're telling me? Herrgott, life has been hard. Ich heiße Henslin. I'm an innkeeper, but my inn has been razed to the ground.
By Sigismund's army.
Ich weiß nicht. Möglich. We were lucky to flee before those Cuman Schweine got there.
Yes, you were lucky. I've had some pretty bad dealings with that unholy rabble. But you'll find scum everywhere.
Yeah, the roads are full of our own countrymen who would murder you without a second thought. Scheiße.
I've killed a few of those bastards, and it hasn't bothered my conscience in any way.
Ich glaube dir. I see you have the guts for it, junger Herr.
Have you got anything to sell, Henslin?
Ja, ich hab etwas. But not much of my wares survived. Pleasure doing business. Take care.
You're right. I'm going. Don't worry.
Tartsd meg a hülyeségeidet!
Majd én Móresre tanítalak, te rohadék!
Kivelezünk téged! Túrolt a pofádba, te rohadék! Gyerünk vissza, vezek! Na gyere!
Nem kellett volna belőle.
Szép találat! Hé, koppan a koponyám! Kerítsétek be! Vigyen el, jabashár! Húzza pokolba, te fasz! Túrolt a pofádba, te rohadék! Kerítsétek be! Egyenest a húsba! Dőt!
Hey, you there! Please help me!
What's going on?
I beg you, untie me! Thanks for untying me. I thought no one would ever come by. Help me! I've been robbed! They took everything!
How about I take a look at your wounds?
You're a sawbones?
No, but I've patched up a few people.
I see. Well, all right then. Do what you can.
Didn't even hurt, did it?
Well, it almost didn't hurt.
Tell me more about this robbery.
I was ambushed by a band of thugs. 4 men. They beat the shit out of me, took what they could carry, and left me in nothing but my undergarments.
Well, be thankful they didn't murder you while they were at it.
True as that may be, they took all my wares. If I can't sell anything, I'll soon have nothing to live on myself.
I'll help you, as a good Christian should. What can I do for you?
God will repay you. If you have some spare clothing, or perhaps a few groschen, I'll take what you can give me. I'm not picky. Boots and hose would come in useful, though.
I'll find you something to wear. I don't have anything to spare right now. I'm sorry.
Right. I understand.
I'll give you some money. Buy what you need. Here you are. And guard it well.
Thank you.
That's all I can spare.
Thank you so much. And God be with you.
You're mine!
Sick!
Show your stuff! I yield! Mercy!
Why should I let you go?
I surrender! You wouldn't kill me, would you?
Give me everything you have, and I'll let you go.
All right, easy now. Just let me go and I'll give you everything. That's all I have. You're a dead man.